Hello, this is G-Man, and welcome to part 3 of how to make a PlayStation 2 portable. Today we're going to be cutting our case that we designed in part 2. So for some things you're going to need your case you designed, you're going to need your Dremel, you're going to need some Dremel bits, you're going to need this is a stepper drill bit. We'll use this to drill out those buttons. And then you're also going to need a screw gun, and you'll need a variety of drills. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to drill out all the 2 analog sticks and the 4 holes right there, and the tack switches. So first, you're going to need a small drill bit. I'm using this one, small. We're going to be using this as a pilot hole. I'm just going to put it in the drill bit, the screw gun. See? So now we're going to drill a pilot hole in the middle of all these 4 circles. 1, 2, 3. See? Just like that. Alright, now I know we're going to be cutting the holes for the 2 analog sticks, just the pilot holes. So I'm going to drill in the center of these 2 holes. Whoa, that was bad. Whatever. It's not very in the center, but it's close enough. Now we're going to do the tack switches. Alright. See, there's our holes we got. Now we're going to take out that drill bit, and we're going to put in the stepper bit. Alright, now I'm just going to go ahead and drill out these analog sticks. Might have to raise the case so this doesn't go to the... It's probably going to hit the cardboard. I'm just going to drill it all the way through because I know the biggest hole of the stepper bit is about the size of the analog stick. And this thing is like whipping around. Alright, that's good. On the other side. See? You got the 2 holes. Now we're going to be drilling out the holes, the 4 holes for the action buttons. So I just brought out one of the buttons, that way I can test for the holes. And the last time I drilled out holes for those PlayStation buttons, the stepper bit doesn't have the exact size. So we're just going to be using an X-Acto knife to carve out the buttons a little bit to make them the exact size. So I'm just going to go ahead and get it to a good size. Alright, let's see how that works out. It needs to be a lot bigger. Alright, let's see how that's like. Yeah, it's good size. We're still going to need to make it bigger though. So yeah, that's how I have it so far. So you got the 4 holes. They're not the correct sizes, but I can fix that. Next, we're gonna drill out the holes for the tack switches. So I got a new drill bit in my screw gun. That's the right size for the tack switches, I think. So I'm just gonna go ahead and drill at the pilot holes. The pilot holes make it really easy. And when you drill with a smaller drill bit, you can really center it correctly. Oops, forgot one right here. Now I have a clicky tack switch right here. I'm just gonna make sure they're the right size. Yep, they're good. So there's what we got so far. Alright, so now the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start cutting out the screen hole, which is a very important piece. So we're gonna be using a Dremel and just a cutting wheel. And it's also very important to use eye protection because it's gonna get really messy. See, just from drilling, we have all this plastic. Now just imagine all this plastic flying at your face. So you're gonna wanna that. So you wanna hold the Dremel very tightly, or else it's gonna wobble around and you're gonna get an uneven cut. And I hold the Dremel with my left hand because I'm a lefty. So sorry for all you righties out there. So anyway, I'm just gonna turn it on. I'm gonna drill the first line right there. And you wanna drill it close to the line, but not too close, because if you do it too close and you go over it, then it's gonna look bad. So do it a little below the line, and then you can sand it with some sandpaper directly to the line. So here we go. There, we got the first line. I'm going to go and do the other sides. Okay, got all the lines out. And try to push this through. Still messy, but we can clean it up and get rid of these pieces of plastic that are stuck to it. See, we got most of the screen hole cut out. Now we're going to be cutting out our D-pad hole. So you're going to want to be using the Dremel tool again. I'm using this different tool. It's like sort of like a cone-shaped sanding drum. I'm going to be drilling it out. And I'm not going to get it perfectly with the Dremel, so then I'll be using the X-Acto knife to get some nice square cuts there. So here we go. Remember, hold it really tightly and cut it. Don't cut exactly on the line, because then you're most likely going to go over it. Cut a little before the line. our hole we cut out. Still needs work. That's why I'm going to go ahead with the X-Acto knife and start cutting it closer to the line. Try not to cut your finger with the X-Acto knife because it's really sharp and it's gonna hurt. Promise. Well, yeah, it's not perfect, but get the idea. It's really hard to do this behind a camera, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that later. And I'm also gonna carve out these buttons a little bit and the screen hole. Yeah, with the screen hole, you just wanna carve it a little bit, get it close to the line, and make sure you get the corners really good. It's really hard to do this in this setup, so I'm gonna do that later. Next, we're gonna be cutting out we're gonna be cutting the on and off switch and these holes right here. So for the on and off switch, we're gonna be using the Dremel again. Remember, just cut it in there, get it close to the line, but not too close. See, that's all you gotta do for the on and off switch. Then you just go ahead and make this more square or rectangle it is. Yeah, I'll be cutting that out later. Now we're gonna go back to our drill gun. You wanna get a small drill bit out and drill those 4 pilot holes. So, do it in the center. See, that's all we gotta do. Now we can put that back. Now we'll use the stepper bit. And I got the tack that we're using right here, so I can test the hole out. It's probably not big enough. No. Wow. We're probably going to have to use the X-Acto knife to get those holes perfect. Are these any good? Yeah, I'm going to have to get the X-Acto knife and do that. Alright guys, this is the end of the video. Here's the case we made. I cleaned up the D-pad. Everything fits now. See, D-pad fits. Clean up those. The screen could use a little work, but it's good for now. See, we got everything done. Shoulder buttons, on and off switch. There's still some other stuff we need, like we need a charging jack and some speaker holes, but this is a good start. The case is nice and comfortable. It's gonna make a good portable. So anyway, thanks for watching, and subscribe for part 4.